Hello students, I hope you're all excited to solve the multiple choice questions of Act 5, Scene 3 of Julius Caesar. So before we start with the multiple choice questions, we'll first listen to the overview of the scene. So in the beginning, Cassius is telling Ticinus, "Look, the villains are flying away. Look, my own people have turned into enemies. The flag bearer was running away and I killed him and took the flag from him." So Ticinus says, "Oh Cassius, I believe Brutus has given the orders too early. He has some advantages over Octavius, but we are surrounded by Antony on all sides." That is when Pindarus enters and says, "Run, Cassius, run, because Mark Antony is in your tents, and therefore noble Cassius must run away." Then Cassius asks Ticinus to see, "Are those tents mine that are on fire?" So Ticinus says, "Yes, they are, my lord." Then Cassius tells Ticinus, "If you love me, mount on your horse and go there and come back and tell me whether those troops are friend or enemy." And Ticinus leaves. Then Cassius tells Pindarus, "My sight is very bad, so please tell me what you see about in the field." This is the day that I took my first breath, and I think my life has come a full circle. And where I did begin, there shall I end. Then Cassius asks Pindarus, "What do you see?" So Pindarus says, "Oh, I think Ticinus is enclosed by horsemen and they're making him ride fast. And now they are almost caught him and they made him dismount and he's taken, my lord, and they are shouting for joy." So they misinterpret that Ticinus is taken by the enemy. Then Cassius says, "Look no more, Pindarus. I am a coward to live so long, to see my friends taken before my eyes. Now come here. I took you as a slave and you should do whatever I tell you to do. So please kill me. Run the same sword that ran through Caesar's guts. Now thrust that in my bosom." And Pindarus stabs Cassius. And as he was dying, Cassius says, "Caesar, you are revenged with the same sword that killed you." After killing Cassius, Pindarus says, "I am free, but yet I would not want to be." He says, "I am going to run away far from this country to where no Romans can find me." That is when Messala and Ticinus enter. And Messala says, "There is a meaningless change that has been made. Brutus overthrew Octavius and Cassius is defeated by Antony. Anyway, these news will comfort Cassius." And they find that Cassius is dead. Ticinus then compares Cassius to the sun, to the setting sun, and says, "Just as the setting sun's rays turns red when it sets, so has Cassius ended his life in a pool of red blood. The sun of Rome has set. Our days are gone and over." And Messala says, "We would have to thrust this news into the ears of Brutus because he would rather struck his ears with sharp blades and poison arrows than listen to such a horrible news." And as Messala goes to find Brutus, Ticinus kills himself. When Brutus returns, he says, "Oh Julius Caesar, you are still mighty and powerful because your ghost walks the earth and turns our swords towards our stomachs." And finally Brutus says, "There are no two Romans who are so good as these." He says, "Friends, I owe more tears to this dead man than you will ever see me shed, but I should find the right time to cry. But before that, we should try our luck in a second fight as it is just 3 o'clock. And let's try to win this war." And the scene ends. Now let's go to the multiple choice questions and solve them. The first question, Cassius says, "Look, Ticinus, the villains fly. Myself have to mine own turned enemy. Who was Cassius calling as villains? A. The enemy army. B. His own army men. C. He's calling Antony and Octavius villains. Or D. His friends. Second, who did Cassius kill in the beginning of the scene? A. The flag bearer. B. An enemy general. C. Young Octavius. Or D. Enemy army men. Third, why did Pindarus say that Brutus gave the word too soon? A. Cassius and his army were not ready. B. Cassius's army is enclosed by Antony's army. C. Brutus's and Cassius's army were losing to the enemy. Or D. They were not prepared for a sudden attack. Fourth one. Why is Cassius asked to fly off and fly further off? A. Because Octavius is in his tent. B. Because Antony is coming to kill him. C. Because they have lost the war. Or D. Because Mark Antony is in his tent. Fifth one. What does Pindarus tell Cassius about the situation in his tent? A. They are on fire. B. They are being occupied by the enemy army. C. They are being occupied by Mark Antony. Or D. That they are safe. Sixth. What does Cassius ask Titus to do? A. Go to the troops and return to report if they are friends or foe. B. To go fetch Brutus to him. C. To mount the horse and go tell Brutus what is happening. Or D. Give up and surrender to the enemy. Seven. What account does Pindarus give about Titus? A. Titus is enclosed by horsemen. B. The horsemen make him dismount. C. The troops are shouting for joy. Or D. All of the above. A. Who stabs Cassius? A. Titus. B. Messala. C. Pindarus. Or D. He stabs himself. 9. What does the person do after stabbing Cassius? A. Flees to tell Brutus and others. B. Sits there stunned. C. Runs away where no Roman can find him. Or D. Joins the enemy army as he is free. What news, according to Titus, will comfort Cassius? A. That Brutus's army has overthrown Octavius's army. B. That a meaningless change has taken place as Antony has overthrown Cassius but Brutus has won. C. Both A and B. Or D. Neither A or B. 11. What does Titus say when he saw Cassius dead? A. He compares him to setting sun. B. The sun of Rome has set. C. The mistrust of my success has done this deed. Or D. All of the above. 12. What does Masala say the news of Cassius' death would have to be thrust into the ears of Brutus? A. He will prefer sharp blades and poison darts to this news. B. He will not believe anyone. C. He will not be willing to fight the war. Or D. He will be shocked to hear the death of his brother. (13) To whom did Brutus tell to give the garland to Cassius? A. Messala, B. Ticinus, C. Young Cato, or D. Lucilius? (14) Who kills himself after he sees Cassius dead? A. Messala, B. Ticinus, C. Young Cato, or D. Lucilius? 15. Why does Brutus say, O Julius Caesar, thou art mighty yet? A. His spirit walks into people. B. Wars continue after his death. C. Our swords are turned into our own stomachs. Or D. Many people die in war due to Caesar's curse. (16) How does Brutus mourn Cassius' death? A. He says he will find the time to shed more tears than what he does now. B. He is heartbroken and cries for a long time. C. He disagrees to fight anymore. Or D. He does not wish to part with Cassius' body. 17. Who does Cassius blame after Ticinus' capture? A. The enemy's superior numbers. B. His lack of skill. C. Brutus's decisions. Or D. His cowardice to live so long to see his friend taken. (18) How does Cassius feel about his own life? A. He feels fulfillment. B. He feels regret to not do many things. C. He feels life has come a full circle. Or D. He feels helpless. 19. What does Cassius say as he dies? A. Farewell, my friends. B. I die for Rome. C. Rome, I take your leave. Or D. Caesar, thou art revenged. 20. What does Ticinus call as his Roman duty? A. To kill himself with Cassius' sword. B. To do what Cassius asked him to do. C. To fight the war till the enemy defeats them. Or D. To serve Brutus once Cassius is dead. Okay, so that's the end of the multiple choice questions. Here is the answer key. Please check your answers. Don't forget to watch the line-by-line explanation of this entire scene. I'll be adding the link. So I want to end this video with a quote that I had read online. Do it again. Play it again. Read it again. Write it again. Sketch it again. Rehearse it again. Try it again. Because again is practice. Practice is improvement. And improvement only leads to perfection. So study well, and I'm proud of you. God bless.